Good morning, everyone. My name is Gail Snyder, and I'm the Executive Director of Dementia Friendly Fort Worth, and we are proud to offer activities for people living at home with dementia with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and United Way of Tarrant County. These programs are recorded and are made available through a YouTube channel for future use. And today we will be playing Jeopardy! So let's start with hobbies. Let me get my screen changed. There we go. All right, can you all see the game board?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that all you see on your screen besides our little pictures?
I see sports, instruments, movies, art, and games.
Okay. Nancy, do you see that?
Movies are best.
Say that again.
Do I see what?
Do you see the Jeopardy screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, so Paulette, we'll let you be team number 1, and
Okay.
we'll let you be team number 2. So pick a number between 1 and 8.
Both of us or one of us?
Both of you.
4.
Okay, and Nancy. Pick a number between 1 and 8.
3.
Okay, so I picked 7, so the number closest to 7 goes first. So Paulette, you'll go first, so pick a category.
Movies.
Movies for what amount?
100.
100, all right. How do you call a funny movie?
How do you call it? I have no idea. How do you
Oh,
a comedy?
okay, I think that's probably right. Let's see. Very
Oh.
good. A comedy.
Woo!
All right, so 100 points for Paulette. Nancy, what would you like?
Instruments for 100.
Instruments for 100? What instrument has 88 keys?
What is the piano?
What is a piano? Very good. All right. Paulette.
Well, let's try art for 100.
For which art do you need a brush?
Well, you paint with brush, obviously. If you do oils or watercolors, either way, you need a brush.
Okay, so painting. All right. Nancy.
I can't hear you.
Nancy, what category would you like?
Movies for 200.
Movies for 200? What do you call a scary movie?
Oh, those are so horrible. What kind of movie would they be called, Mom?
What?
Those movies, those scary movies are horrible. What kind of movie would that be called?
I know the word, but I can't say it. What is it?
Horror?
Ford?
Horror movie?
That is correct. Okay. Good morning.
I just said hi. Saying hi.
All right. Paulette, what's your category?
Oh, I don't know anything about sports, but let's try sports for 100.
All right. Which popular sport is played with a racket?
Tennis?
Tennis. Okay, hold on. I just messed up my camera. All right, let's see if it is tennis. And
Oh, yay!
indeed. All right. Nancy.
What is that last one? Garrett, what is it? G-A-R-R what?
That's games.
Huh?
That last column is games.
I see. Yeah, now I see it. Okay. 100 for games.
Okay. What can you play on a computer?
A game.
A game. Video games. We're going to give you that because we're playing a game on the computer now.
Yeah.
All right. Paulette.
Oh, okay, let's go to art for 200.
Art for 200. What material do potters use?
Clay.
Clay. That is correct. Nancy.
Art for 300.
Art for 300. What do you call an artist who uses his or her voice? Say that again.
A singer.
A singer. Okay. A singer.
Yay!
I thought maybe they were going to say a vocalist. All right, Paulette.
Oh, let's do movies for 3.
Movies for 300. What do you call people who play characters in movies?
Actors or actresses?
Okay. Very good. Nancy?
Movies for 400.
Movies for 400. What food is commonly eaten at a movie theater?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. And you are correct. Paulette?
Let's just finish out the category.
Movies for 500. What do you call a movie that has 3 parts?
Whoa, I have no idea. How do you call a movie like this? A play.
A play. Let's see. A trilogy. All right. Nancy?
Instruments for 200.
What instrument uses a bow?
Several did.
There's actually more than one, you're right.
Well, the great big one is the,
You got it. That's what it is. Go ahead and say it.
it starts with C.
Uh-huh.
So it's like cello or chanting. I don't know.
Cello.
Cello.
Cello. Okay. Can you think of any others?
Well,
What about the one that goes up here?
a violin?
A violin.
A stringed instrument.
A stringed instrument, but it uses a bow. All right, let's see what the answer is. Violin, viola, cello, and a bass. All right.
I've always thought it was funny that a bass instrument is B-A-S-S and you want to call it a bass because a fish is a bass. And then you come to a bass and you run basses. It's just, ow. So I wonder how they came up with that. Oh, well, never mind. I'll try and behave.
Words with the same spelling and different meanings.
Yeah.
Okay, Paulette.
Oh, my turn. Art, 4.
Art for 400. For which art do you use your body and music?
Dancing.
Dancing. That is correct.
Oh, goody.
All right, Nancy.
500.
Say it one more time.
Art for 500.
Art for 500. How do you call the art of writing books?
I don't know.
I'm
Literature.
not sure I know this one.
Literature. I don't know.
A literist? Paulette, do you know the answer? How do you call the art of writing books?
Writing.
Authorship.
Authorship, my husband suggests.
Authorship. All right, let's see what the answer is. Literature or novelizing? So Nancy, we're going to give it to you because that's the direction you were headed.
I said literature, but.
Yeah. All right. Paulette.
Let's just try sports, I guess, for 2.
What sport uses an orange ball and a net?
Robert, what uses an orange ball and a net? It's not tennis. It's
Think of a bigger ball than tennis.
volleyball.
Is the ball
Soccer.
orange in volleyball?
Soccer.
Soccer?
No.
Soccer.
There's another one that's a little more popular than both of those.
Not soccer?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Nancy, do you know what it is?
No.
An orange ball and a net.
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Okay, let's see. Basketball.
Oh my, that's not
We
soccer.
said that, didn't we?
Has
Didn't we
a
say
net
this?
that the ball has to go through.
Yeah. An orange
That
ball.
was
and a net.
That was a
I
trick
never
question,
played
huh?
baseball.
That was a trick question. All right, Nancy,
Instruments for 300.
instruments for 300. What is an instrument you may find in an orchestra?
What?
Violin.
Violin.
A violin.
Clarinet.
All right. There's
Yeah.
a whole list.
We could have named them.
Violin, viola, French horn, trumpet. All right, so Nancy, you get the win for that. Paulette, what's your category?
I don't know. Games, I guess.
Games for 200.
Yeah.
What game do you roll 5 dice?
Hmm.
You used to put the dice in a cup to shake them up.
Nothing better than a dice that's shaky. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
No idea?
Huh.
You keep, everybody has a notepad and you keep your score,
Oh yeah.
that game.
Played on the checkerboard. Yeah.
It doesn't use a board. It just uses dice and a pad to keep track of if you get certain kinds of sets, like a straight or a pairs or 2 of a kind.
I don't think it's poker.
No, I don't think it's poker either because it doesn't use cards. How about Yahtzee?
Oh my.
We have that game.
Huh. Yeah. Well, it's been a while since I played that.
We haven't played that in a really long time. That was making us
Yeah.
use those parts of our brain we don't use every day. Okay, Nancy.
400 instruments.
All right. Which instrument do you strike with your hands?
Bongo drum.
Do you what with your hands?
You strike it, you use your hands to make the sound.
Okay, drum.
A drum. And drum it is. All right, Paulette.
How's instruments for 5? Let's finish up the category.
Instruments for 500. What instrument typically has 6 strings?
Banjo.
A banjo?
A banjo? Can you think of anything else?
A guitar.
A guitar. Let's see. A guitar is the correct answer.
Okay.
All right. All right, Nancy, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm too tense with this game. I don't like this game.
You don't like this game? Well, you're doing really well.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sports for 300.
Okay. Which sport can you play on the sand with a net?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. That is correct. All right, Paulette.
Sports for 4.
Which sport can you play on ice?
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey. That is correct.
Yeah, I finally got one. Yay.
All right. Nancy,
500 sports.
for which sport do you need a car?
Car racing.
Car racing. That's correct. Has anybody ever been to a car race?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, have you, Nancy?
Yes.
Out at Texas Motor Speedway?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been out there too. I worked in the concession stand one year with our church. All right, Paulette.
Games for 5.
For 5. All right. In what game do you try and capture the king?
Oh, gosh.
It's a board game.
Chess.
Monopoly.
Chess.
Chess. How about chess?
All right. That is correct.
Hey, hey.
All right. Nancy.
And it's finished, isn't it?
No, we still have 2 more left.
Okay.
300 or 400 for games.
300.
Name a game you play with cards.
Poker.
Poker.
Let's see.
Bridge.
That's
Cribbage.
not listed.
It says etc., so it counts.
So it counts. All right. And for the last category, Paulette, games for 400.
Ping pong.
Ping pong, a game that's like tennis but played on a table. Table tennis or ping pong?
Yay.
All right. Nancy wins the game with 3,600 points. And Paulette, you have 2,500 points.
I guess it's better than nothing.
That's pretty good, I would say. All right. The next one that I have is about food. So let's see what that one's like.
Is it calorie free?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, can you all see the game board?
Yes, ma'am. Breakfast, restaurants, dessert, candy, and fruits and veggies.
Okay, can you see it, Nancy?
I said, can we go cook now?
Can we go cook now? Nancy, I'm actually not at home today. I'm at my office, so I don't have anything to cook with here today.
Oh, someone said it was going to be some cooking today.
Yes, well, sometimes on Thursdays it is, and we'll bake next week. But I had to come to the office today, so instead of cooking, we're going to talk about cooking. How about that? Let's give it a try.
Well, that way it's calorie free.
Okay, So Nancy, we'll let you go first this time since you won the last game. Which category would you like?
Breakfast for two.
Breakfast for 200. These are made from batter and can also be in the form of waffles, but taste the same.
Pancakes is all I can think of. But
Pancakes? What is pancakes? That is the correct answer. All right. Paulette.
Oh, let's go for dessert.
My favorite thing. This is relatively known as Milk's favorite cookie.
What? What's Milk's favorite cookie? Milk's favorite?
You know, lots of people dip their cookies in their milk.
Or Oreos.
Oreos. What is Oreos?
Or Hydroxyl.
What is an Oreo? That is correct.
Whoa.
All right. Nancy.
Candy, 200.
Candy for 200. This candy is chocolate-filled crust that comes in varieties of colors. So it's got a candy coating on the outside that's different colors.
What is M&M's?
You are correct.
Oh, wow. Cool.
All right, Paulette.
How about fruits and veggies?
This is often mistaken for a veggie, but it is a fruit.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. What is a tomato? That is correct. All right. Nancy?
Fruit and vegetables for 3.
For 400?
Okay.
This fruit is very seedy red fruit that is often put in cake, ice cream, cereal, and even has its own saucy topping. It's not very big.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
A strawberry. All right. What is a strawberry?
Cool.
All right. Paulette.
Let's try restaurants.
For 200.
Yes, please.
This fast food restaurant invented the chicken sandwich.
I don't know. Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Let's see. I'm going to say McDonald's. Oh, I thought that was the answer, but I couldn't believe that nobody did a chicken sandwich before Chick-fil-A. All right, we missed that. All right, Nancy?
Candy, 400.
This is a sucker in the form of a bottle where the milk is sour power.
I don't know.
Powder.
Crybaby.
Any idea?
Crybaby.
Crybaby.
Buttermilk.
Crybaby? All right, let's see if Crybaby is correct. I've never heard of that.
I never heard of it either.
What is Baby Bottle Pops?
I never heard of that. Ever.
I mean either.
That's a new one.
Have you heard of it?
No. I know. I've seen them though.
Baby bottle pop?
They used to have those wax candies that had juice in it. It was like a pop bottle, and you bit the top off of it, and it had a juice in it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was sour. This must be something new. My kids never even had these. All right, Paulette.
Well, let's go to dessert for 4.
This is the main brand of Fruit Loops and most grain cereal.
I'm guessing oats.
Okay, I think they want like the manufacturer name,
Oh, this is the main, oh, brand, oh, Kellogg's.
Kellogg's. What is Kellogg's? You are
Oh.
correct. All right, Nancy.
400 for dessert.
All right. This brown, delicious, gooey dessert is loved by millions of people and is a good sidekick for powdered sugar.
What? Pudding.
Some people like them gooey and fudgy, and some people like them more cakey.
Brownies.
And sometimes people put frosting on them, and sometimes they put powdered sugar on them. Can you think of it, Nancy?
No, I
All right. Paulette, what do you think it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
one for a walk.
Will you go with me later?
Yes. It's not
Hey,
far.
be careful.
Oh,
All right, let's see. What is brownies?
Oh my gosh.
All right, Paulette.
Let's do restaurants for 4.
You two like to keep things organized. I see that. This restaurant has a red-haired lady on the front of its logo.
I have no idea.
It's a fast food hamburger place. And she's not really a lady, she's a girl. Can either one of you think of it?
No.
Nope. Paulette, do you know?
Nothing's coming to mind.
She has pigtails. And their big thing is hamburgers. What is Wendy's?
Wendy's. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah.
All right. Remember,
Meeting Erica more than once.
remember the important thing about this game is that you're thinking about how to find the answer. All right. Paulette, I think it's your turn.
Okay. Well, since you're on candy for 6, let's do it.
All right. Candy for 6. This candy is similar to M&M's, but can be sweet or sour and have a different letter featured on the front.
I have no idea.
Nancy, do you know?
No.
It's candy coated, but they're brighter colors and they're kind of chewy. It's kind of a fruit candy. What is Skittles?
Skittles. Wow.
My kids used to like these and I never thought much of them.
Yeah.
I'm not a big candy eater.
Well, my kids weren't really big candy eaters either. I'm the big candy eater. Okay, Paulette, your category. No, wait. I think it's Nancy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Nancy's turn.
I keep getting mixed up. Nancy, your category.
Dessert 600.
All right. This cold dessert comes in hundreds of flavors and is sold at a popular place called Baskin Robbins.
What is ice cream?
What is ice cream? That's correct. And what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
My favorite?
Uh-huh.
I don't eat ice cream.
You don't eat ice cream at all?
No.
No? Paulette, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Well, I hate to be boring about it, but I like vanilla because you can do so much more with it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can pour maple syrup on it or put jelly on it, or, you can go any, different way you want to go with it. So vanilla always works.
One of my favorites is German chocolate ice
Oh,
cream.
yeah, that's good too.
All right. Paulette, it's your turn to pick a category.
How many minutes?
Well, let's go with dessert for 8.
All right. This comes in hundreds of flavors and is the birthday dessert.
Cake.
Cake. You are correct.
Yay!
All right, Nancy.
Dessert for 1,000.
This dessert has 2 or more layers. The first layer consists of a soft cheese, vanilla, egg, and sugar mixture.
The dessert has 2 or more layers.
Mm-hmm. And part of the name of the dessert is in this description.
I don't know.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
See this word right here?
Not cheesecake?
Cheesecake. What is cheesecake?
Really?
You are correct. All right, Paulette.
Well, let's go to restaurants for 1,000.
All right. This steakhouse is popular for ribs and steak. Its first name starts with L
Ooh.
and means shallow.
Golly.
And this must be a restaurant from someplace not around here. Any ideas?
No.
I'm not sure I know. Nancy, do you know?
No.
No, let's see. Ah, it is around here.
I've never heard of it ever in my life.
Steakhouse. They do have them here. And I guess Logan means shallow. All right, Nancy.
Fruits and vegetables for 6.
This fruit can be green or red and is often the perfect teacher's gift.
What is an apple?
What is an apple? Very good.
Hey, they forgot to mention it's the name of a computer.
That's true. All right, Paulette, your category.
Let's do fruits and veggies for 8.
This veggie can be fried, mashed, baked, twice baked, and more.
Potatoes.
What is a potato? Got to be sure to give you your points there. All right, Nancy.
1,000 for fruits and vegetables.
This veggie is widely known as the species of the genus alum.
Yes.
What is
Genus
that?
alum. What is what?
I know it, but I don't know it. You know it?
I think I know what it is.
The species of the genus alum.
Because alum comes from the seeds of the plant, right?
Yeah. What is peppers? I don't know.
Peppers. What is an onion?
Oh, what is it?
You were close. All right, Paulette.
Well, let's sweeten it up. Let's go to candy for 1,000.
This is a famous brand for sour candies.
Chocolate covered cherries. No, it's a brand. They want a brand.
They want a
Oh.
brand name.
Crybaby. Crybaby.
I have no idea.
Crybabies.
Crybaby? Let's see. No.
Oh,
Warhead.
Warheads.
I've never even heard of it.
I remember those because I worked the concession stand when my kids were in band, and that was the popular candy at the time. Everybody wanted Warheads. Okay, Nancy,
800 candy.
this is one of the most famous chocolate companies in the world.
Cortellas? Oh no, Hershey. Hershey.
Hershey probably, yeah.
Hershey's. What is Hershey's?
Mhm.
All right, Paulette.
Restaurants for 8.
This restaurant is known mostly for its bread rolls and peanuts.
Not a clue.
I think it's the same place we had a while ago,
Know that Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. What is Texas Roadhouse?
The steakhouse.
All right, Nancy.
600 restaurant.
This is a kid place with tons and tons of video games. They sell mostly pizza with appetizers and wings. And most parents and grandparents don't like to go there.
What is Chuck E. Cheese?
Yes, I think that is right. You're right. Our joke when our kids were little used to be, get grandma and grandpa to take you there because we didn't like to go. The pizza was terrible. All right, Paulette.
Breakfast for 6.
This is a cereal that is a copy of a delicious campfire snack.
I have no idea.
You make it over the campfire with 3 ingredients: graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows.
I've never gone camping.
Never gone camping. All right. Nancy, do you know what it is? Any ideas?
Yeah, he needs fun.
I know it, but I can't say
Chocolate
it.
covered marshmallows.
Okay, let's see. What is s'mores cereal? So s'mores is, you make that at the campfire, but it also is a cereal. All right, Nancy.
Breakfast for 1,000.
This breakfast is smoothed cooked wheat.
What is oatmeal?
What is oatmeal?
Yeah.
What is cream of wheat?
What is cream of?
All right, Paulette, the last one for you is
Sausage and eggs, I guess.
sausage and
Bacon.
bacon. All right. Well, Nancy, you're the winner today because you won both games. Congratulations.
Yay!
You're on a roll today.
How can she be that thin and know so much about food?
That was fun. That made us think a little bit this morning.
Oh, think is a 4-letter word. Come on.
It's good for us to challenge our brains even early in the morning. All right, so tomorrow is Texas Wins, and we will have Mark and Ute Miller on violin and viola.
Oh, cool.
That should be interesting. So y'all have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 10:30.
All righty. How did it get to be October so fast? Will somebody tell me that?
I do not know. It really has.
Well, if y'all find out, let me know.
Okay. All right, Nancy, have a good day. Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye, Paulette.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. Hope so. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.